everyone. Right now we are going to have a little chat on IOPT facilitation and IOPT training. Yeah, I also understand that as the community grows in the recent 3 to 5 years, more and more people are experiencing the works, the method of intention, and also understanding about identity-oriented psychotrauma theory. And they also realize that if it works on them, they would want to also share the works with many people. So of course, today we must hear from the founder himself, Professor Dr. Franz Ruppert, on the method itself and what is really needed before you are wanting to become a therapist, yeah, IOPT facilitator. So hello, Franz.
Hello, Christine. Yeah, very, very interesting topic, very important topic to talk about with you.
Yes. Yeah, recently, more and more people are getting interested, especially the clients who come along and explore their own life. They also eventually become interested in the method itself because it works for them. So many people are inquiring how to become a facilitator, and what do they need to prepare before, during, and after. Yeah, maybe you can share with us.
Yeah, of course. So about 25 years ago, when I started my career as a psychotherapist, I was just curious, what can I learn from others? And by the way, then I learned a lot. I learned a lot by my own practice. And then I realized I could not, along with all those people coming to me, it was much too much. And so I decided to offer also trainings and to give my knowledge further to those who are wanting to work with this and being therapists themselves. And so then meanwhile, since 20 years, I have my classes and I have my trainings, and meanwhile they also are international in many countries, and so I'm very happy about this huge development, what I call today IOPT. I didn't call it all the time IOPT, but now we call it IOPT. Well, that IOPT now it's coming widespread, and I'm so happy about this. And on the other side, of course, it takes I have to take care that what is IOPT is really IOPT, that those who are offering IOPT are really doing this what I think it's necessary to offer our other human beings. So yeah, one thing is, of course, that you first of all do the personal work, that you do a personal work for yourself, that you explore yourself, that you make quite some self encounters to get clear what's going on with yourself, to be aware of your own biography, how it started, and where are you in the moment. That's a huge task. It's really a huge task. I know myself. I'm still working on myself and still looking at issues, and I'm still going on and making progress in my self development. So this is absolutely necessary. And as far as I see, many of those who are following my approach, they do it. I'm so glad that they do it and say, take it serious, and say, understand that if you have blind spot yourself, how can you see the blind spot in others? That is not possible. So doing personal work is so important, and can continue doing that even if you are already practicing. Still continue the work on yourself. So this is one very important thing. The second is, of course, the theory, that you know the theory very well. I have written 10 books. All of them are translated in different languages. We have also PowerPoint presentations available. We have smaller texts. And so there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff to read. There's a lot of stuff to study. And this is very important. Another thing are the videos, like the video series you did, Christine. I'm very thankful for that. You did, I think, Mark 40 videos in a series since many years. And this is very helpful also, have to look at these videos. And then we do have also the videos from our conferences. I have already had 5 conferences, and these conferences are documented in DVDs and also in data files that you can you buy and download from different websites, from yours or from the website of Helge Maximians in Germany. Also, our last Congress was very important, the 5th Congress, very important news and very important discussions, interviews, and even research studies we had there. We did a live session in our last Congress, and you recorded it, Christine, and this is so precious. Just to look at this. And so with this, you also learn the terminology. What we are talking about. We are talking about IOPT. We're talking about the intention method. We are talking about resonators. We have our own terms that are no longer the terms that we used before. And as long as we did systemic constellation or family constellation, it's different from that. Yeah? We do not do constellation in that sense. We do make self-encounters. We don't have representatives. We have resonators and so on. So this is very important also to use all these terms, technical terms that are appropriate for IOPT. And those who are coming from different traditions, that they step by step learn to use the appropriate wording also. This is it's also important. And the third thing is that you keep pace with the development of the practical work. Every year I learn something new. And also last year I learned something new. And then this year I have learned something new. To be up to date, it's necessary also to follow my work that is possible, all those online sessions and what you are offering, Christine, for the IOPT therapists as updates and Q&A. And so this is very helpful that you can be updated with the latest version of my work. I also learn something new. I also do something new. I also have new ways of working.
Yep.
And so this is also something in a way you can say it's also work in progress. We are pioneers. I think those who are doing IOPT offering, we are pioneers. We are pioneers of the human psyche. And we have this fascinating possibility to get so deep insight in the human psyche. I think never before in human history we had this huge knowledge now. We can gather this huge knowledge about the resonance technique and the way that resonators can go in the deepest angles of our psyche, go back to the first moments of our life. This is so fascinating for me. And this is really work in progress. And so everyone who wants to be part of IOPT community has to do something to keep pace with the latest developments. This is very important for those who have done their trainings many years ago, that they now are still curious what's new.
Yeah, you can also feel free to come back and revise and retrain and join some of the trainings that's made available out there. Yeah. So I just want to talk about standards. Yeah, because many years ago we asked whether do you have certain standards as for this works, and you say there isn't. Just follow closely with your works and understanding the theory. Yeah. So we just want to ask, how do you become a trainer of the works? Because recently I also realized many people are going out there training the works, and then they may not be registered properly with you. So can you share also a little bit about what needs to happen if they are interested to become IOPT trainers?
Okay. So I hope you understand, as long as you feel like a pioneer, you don't want to standardize something, because if you're still researching it, then you make standards, and the standards from yesterday are no longer the standards from today. Meanwhile, there's a package of modules that are necessary as the basics for IOPT work. It's 8 modules. It's about the human psyche, it's about trauma, it's about identity, it's about love, it's about sexuality, it's about the perpetrator-victim dynamic, it's about illnesses, and it's about the method itself. So it's altogether 8 basic issues. Of course, you can do it also in 10 or 12 different modules, but I do it myself in 8 modules here in Germany. And I offered this package of 8 modules to also to colleagues from Germany, from Switzerland, from Sweden, from Austria, and others also in other countries like Romania or Netherlands or Norway or England. And they are about, I think, 12 other colleagues that are offering licensed IOPT trainings. I still have the trust that those like you are following my work since years, that you orientate yourself on my standards. But those who are new, please don't offer any IOPT training without having this license, without really making you aware that there is a standard. There are standards of IOPT one shouldn't mix it with others. You can't mix family constellation with IOPT work. That's not possible, or something else. So please separate. If you're offering different approaches, what is of course is okay, of course. And IOPT is just one of many possibilities for psychotherapy. But please separate it, and make it clear that is what is coming from this approach, what is really IOPT work. Because we are often asked to recommend someone that we are really can be sure that you really offer IOPT. Yeah, this is that concerns me somehow. So I also want to ask you please make it clear and just offer IOPT. What's really IOPT? What is the latest version of IOPT?
Understand. So are you saying that whoever who is interested to become a trainer, first you have to be on your list? So do you have on your website a list of licensed trainers where if people out there, they want to look for some training to go to, they can actually access it?
Yes, of course. This is a minimum requirement that you're on my recommendation list, listed in the different countries also. So this is the minimum that is necessary in order to progress and say, okay, now I'm going to be a trainer. I'm going to train IOPT.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you have a list on your website, right? For those who are licensed trainers. Okay. Yeah. Also, for those of you, are you also saying that those who are considering to become a trainer, they have to go through you officially on and to go through your official training for trainers?
Yes, I would like that they do this. I would really ask you that you please contact me if you want to offer IOPT trainings, and don't do it on yourself. Yeah, that is not enough. Please keep contact with me, keep contact with the whole IOPT community in a good way, that IOPT really has a good standard.
Yes. And so also are you saying that whoever who wants to offer your training, they must be focused on doing your works? Can they also consider doing other forms of therapies?
Of course, everyone can do whatever he likes or she likes. But if you say, I'm offering IOPT, then it should be IOPT. And if you're offering IOPT training, then it should be really the IOPT training. And how I, as a founder of it, see as latest version and the best version, of course.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Franz, for sharing, because this is also the first time I'm hearing that you have some license for those who are interested in becoming a trainer. So to all of you, all those who are out there interested either in being a facilitator yourself or to even facilitate a training, yeah, just have a chat with us. You can write into Franz, and if you are interested in any of the trainings, you can also take a look. You can also write into me, and I can refer you to whoever that you are closest to. Yeah, because we have trainings all over the world, all around the world, in different parts of the world. Okay, so just feel free to write to us and inquire more. All right. Okay, so is there any last words, Franz, that you want to say to those who are facilitating and impacting more lives out there?
Yes, I'm so happy. I'm so happy that there's so many now are so as enthusiastic about IOPT, because they see how it affects their life, how it affects their physical and their mental health. Why shouldn't we give it to the communities, to the society? And so I'm so happy, and thank you for everyone who supports IOPT work.
Thank you. So thank you all, those who have committed your lives to these works, and also committed your life to understanding more about yourself, and also sharing these books with many people out there. So thank you so much for making a difference. So thank you a lot, Professor Franz, for sharing your life and also sharing these works with us. It has really been life-changing for many of us in many, many parts of the world. So thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for this big support you do in the Asian region of our world.
Thank you. Not just in Asia, also international.
And international, yeah, international, by the English language, you can do it.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, yeah, for sharing. Okay, so till we meet again, we will have more interviews upcoming. If you are interested to find out more about the works, please feel free to write to me or write to Franz. Or if you are interested to maybe in being a facilitator or in the training, please feel free to write to us. Okay, so all the best to you if you are already a facilitator or a trainer. you are doing good works out there. Thank you. Goodbye.